Ladies and mostly gentlemen, today we're going to finally take a look at some of the brand new High Elf customization options for the Void Elves coming in the Shadowlands pre-patch. But before we get into all of that, guys, I just want to thank the sponsor of this video, and that is my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MrGM. We're streaming there every single day on the Shadowlands Alpha and Beta. If you want to check that out, twitch.tv/MrGM. Right, so yeah, finally. If you didn't know, Blizzard put out a blue post about a month or so ago, basically explaining that, yeah, Void Elves will be getting blue eyes and light skin. There is a massive community of players who really have always wanted High Elves in the Alliance, pretty much ever since, like, TBC, when the Blood Elves came to the Horde for the first time. They've always wanted High Elves. High Elves have been a very important part of World of Warcraft lore for such a long time, and yeah, we're finally getting not High Elves, but definitely something very, very close. So let's take a look. So yeah, basically what they've done is added all of the Blood Elf skin tones to the Void Elves, and this is what they look like. They've added all 14 of them, including some of the brand new ones which are being added in Shadowlands, which is awesome. So this is what some of them look like. Pretty cool, you know, it's such a cool juxtaposition having kind of the like edgelord hairstyle with the lighter skin tone is kind of nuts. What's interesting about it actually is the faces are actually different. So you can see here there is actually 10 face options for this skin color, but when you go to one of the Void Elf ones, you only have 8, and they're actually a little bit different. You can kind of see the jump between them when you kind of switch between the two things. The lips kind of look a lot different actually if you kind of look a bit carefully there. But yeah, pretty interesting, the kind of transition between Void and Blood Elf. Now, they haven't done any other changes to, like, you know, the racial or anything like that. It's literally just a skin color option. And unfortunately, you know, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it for the kind of what they've done. Now, it does look, as I said, it does look so cool with these kind of Void Elf hairstyles, for example. You know, some of these obviously not available for the Blood Elves, so it is really cool to see them kind of coming into this for sure. And obviously the Blood Elf did get a ton of new options in Shadowlands as well, which aren't being transferred over to the Void Elves. They do have the bald option though. This is actually new for the Void Elves here. But yeah, so all of those original Void Elf hairstyles are still here, with the Void kind of coming off of them as well. And yeah, I think the biggest problem for me personally is the hair colors. As I said, like, you know, you've still got all of the original hair colors for the Void Elves. Now, don't get me wrong, it looks cool as heck. Like, look at that, like the blue and the lighter skin tone, so cool. I really do like that. But I think, yeah, maybe they could have added, like, maybe not all of the new hair colors for the Blood Elves, but at least like some blondes or kind of browns or kind of different hair colors that aren't exactly like super edgy. You know, the closest one you pretty much got is kind of this gray here, which is obviously one of the original colors for the Void Elf. But as I said, still looks really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about it. I think it's awesome. I'm happy Blizzard are doing it, to be honest. I think it's something that we've needed for a long time, and people, ever since Void Elves did arrive, they've wanted that. So yeah, I think it looks good. So there's no new facial hair options, no new hairstyles, no new hair colors. They did add the eye color option, as you can see. This is now, you know, you've got kind of the Void Elf eye colors, but then you've obviously got the High Elf eye colors as well, which is really cool. In 3 different shades of blue, which are very different when you take a look. You know, you've got super light blue, you've got kind of a darker blue, and then kind of a combination of the two there. So yeah, 7 different eye colors available for the Void Elves there, which look really cool. I really do like the purple eyes. I think that looks awesome. So jumping into the female now, similar sort of story. As you can see, they have added the bald option for the female, which looks kind of nuts. They added bald options for all the characters, if you're wondering. So as I said, similar sort of story. You know, the faces are the faces of the Blood Elves. They haven't added any new faces as of this beta build, I think it is. Beta, I think we're in beta now, I'm not really sure. But yeah, so we've still got the 10 faces of the Blood Elves. When you jump over to the Void Elf ones, you only have 8. But yeah, really cool. You know, it is still alpha and beta. There's still time for them to make changes and adjust things. But as of right now, yeah, we have all of the kind of Void Elf hairstyles available with the lighter skin tones. And as I said, I do like the juxtaposition. I love the kind of, you know, I don't know. I think that looks kind of cool, right? I'm not a massive Void Elf or Blood Elf fan. You know, I'm not like huge in that community. I've seen the complaints on Discords and Twitter and stuff like that about adding the different hair colors. And for adding new hair colors in WoW, it's not a massive task. It's not like as big as like adding different hairstyles. Essentially, it's just kind of a little texture change there to a different color. But I think the females look a lot better than the males, honestly, with the purple. I think that kind of matches quite nicely. But yeah, you've got the earring option here, and of course the 7 eye color options, which are very, very similar to the males, of course. But yeah, I do like the purple options for the eyes with the lighter skin tones and the kind of purpley hair. I think that's awesome. And as I said before, this was kind of a surprise. They actually were saying, you know, this is not happening. This is not happening for such a long time, even in alpha for Shadowlands. And even when there was data mined that they were happening, they were like, no, 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 this is not happening. And then, you know, I guess community support and kind of just seeing the people just want it, Blizzard kind of, yeah, they were like, you know what, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And I think we should be happy with what we've got for sure. As I said, I would love to see the different hair colors, but I think what we've got right now is fine. Let's be honest, you're probably going to be wearing a helmet anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. And yeah, so I like it. I like the kind of juxtaposition of the colors, but I wouldn't mind having those extra colors being added in at a later date for sure. One thing as well, which is kind of funny, is that they still do have the Blood Elf underwear. I know this is like literally the most minor thing. They still do have the Blood Elf underwear. I don't know if they're going to change that. It wouldn't be a massive stretch for them to do that, but yeah, it's just a little tidbit if you were wondering, if you're into that kind of thing. They do still have the Blood Elf underwear. So, that's pretty much it. That is kind of a short little video looking at the Void Elf stuff that they just added to the Shadowlands beta. Let me know down below what you think. Let me know if you're happy about this. Let me know if you're a High Elf fan. This is something you're, you know, pleased with. And as I said, like, from the outside looking in, it seems cool, but I would like the extra hair colors for sure. But yeah, as I said, I'm just thankful that Blizzard have gone and kind of looked at the community requests and done that for them, because they really didn't have to. So yeah, let's just be thankful that they're doing it in the first place. So before I go, guys, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome. If you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members, and as I mentioned, I am streaming the Shadowlands Alpha every single day over on twitch.tv/MrGem. If you want to check me out exploring everything going into beta next week, it's going to be super, super fun. So if you want to check me out on twitch.tv/MrGem, I'm there every day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.